Hello, hi guys. Now this is an MSI. What's the model number of this MSI? The model number is MS16J6. Now before I talk about this MSI, this one, in my previous video, oh, what happened now? In my previous video, when I pasted ROTX 3080 MSI, now I got some couple of questions, and somebody asked me about me not pasting it with PTM. Now if you watch that video closely, you realize that from the beginning of the video I made mention of me, cutting out the PTM to add to the CPU chip and the NVIDIA chip. So that actually made it, because first of all, if you are pasting with putty and you don't have a RTX Silver 5 or maybe MS5 or even MX6, I think they are okay. But now you're using PTM. PTM is an high voltage cooler. You know what that means for heavy gamers. If you are heavy gamers and you want to use any type of paste, not that I can use putty in all of the chip. You understand? Now putty would be very nice for me to use it even on my CPU and even on the NVIDIA chip. But I realized that it's a 1-year deal. You know what that means? So if I'm playing heavy games, within a year I'm going to be servicing the computer again. Then I have to use the best cooler, the best cooler on top of the food chain, which is the PTM. So if you realize from the beginning of that video, the PTM was actually pasted. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys bit by bit, step by step, of how you install PTM on your chip. The reason I didn't actually show the video is because it's very complicating when you're trying to, impute the PTM. The PTM requires a lot of skills. Now, most of you people is going to tell me, oh, now that you installing the PTM, why are you using your nails? Now, first of all, I have a little nails in my hands. These nails help me to, really get the skills of trying to get it, because most times people use tools. Some people use heater, so I don't like using heater to heat up while I'm trying to put the PTM, and that's why I didn't actually show you guys the video previously. But right now, I'm going to show you guys bit by bit of how I actually, achieve that result. So, to you that ask the question, please, you don't close your heat sink without pasting your chip. You have to paste your two chip. It's very important. If you don't paste it, then you fry your computer. Thank you. Now you can see the chip. You can see the PC. It's very, very slow. Can you see? All right. This is the PC. It's slow, so it's not as fast. You see, the welcoming message is taking all yet. Now you realize that this is actually needed. You can see that. Can you see? So, same thing happens here now. Can you see? Now, this is very good, very clean. So, I don't think I'll replace this. But if I'm going to replace this, then I will have to put a new part. But it's not recommended. Now, you can see why the system is very slow. Can you see? The heatsink is touching the heatsink. So now what we're gonna do now is I'm going to be putting, instead of PTM, I will paste this with putty. So I'm pasting the boat chip with putty. Now stay close as I dust the computer. So this is the problem it has for a very long time. All right. Now, you can see how clean it is. It's very, very clean. So right now, this, like I said, normally I was meant to use PTM, but as you can see, this is not a very powerful computer. It has a NVIDIA, what was the name of the chip? GT82 N16P. So this is not very strong NVIDIA, I think. Yeah, you can see this is X. So this is like kind of like 950 NVIDIA. You understand? So the CPU is just, so what I think is just to use putty. Now this is putty, upsearing, putty, power. Now I gave these descriptions on my comment section in the previous video. So if you want to get this, you will see. You just go down to my comment section, you will see. So I'm not using, this is putty, the brown one. I mean, sorry, the PTM. And this is just parts. Now putty, I mean PTM is more stronger. So, but I'm not using that. So I'm using putty. All right, now we proceed. Now when I'm applying putty, the chip is very small. Can you see? It's very small chip, so you don't apply big ones. Just take little one like this. This is very big, but check what we do. You put it here and you roll it. Like a ball. Can you see? Now you find out that it's very big. It's too big. Then you see, if it starts sinking, evaporate. So you drop it there. Then you slice it. You see, if you do it like this, it's gonna evaporate faster. So I don't advise you to do it like this. Then remove it. Then you roll it again. Can you see? This time you place it there and leave it like that. Don't worry about it. I told you so. And now the next thing you're gonna do is cut the other one. Little, just little one. The advantage of the CPU is it has no connector at the side. So this is enough. Then you put it there. So what we want to do now is to give it a try and see what happens if we close it. Now watch what happens. This is not the final close. We just try to see what happens when it starts working. All right, like I said, everything here is good. They are all good, but if you want to change them, you can do that. but I'm only trying to use this to show you some samples. All right, for the chip, I will remove this and put putty there. So let me do that now. So we're about to close it now. Let's see what happens when it starts working. Okay, I think that's the wrong spot. It has to be down, not there. So let's see what happens. Now we press, then we screw. But I wouldn't say we screw it to the last level. Now let's assume voila, just like that. Now we'll remove again to see what we've done. If when it starts finally working, what is going to happen? Let's see what happens when it's working. So let's remove it and see. Oh, sure. Very strong, stiff. You see what happened? What did you see? This is the best. Can you see it? This is the best. Now, when it starts working, it doesn't evaporate. It doesn't move. You can see the way it spread faster. Can you see? But it's still attached here. Can you see? So, we'll repaste it again, remove everything again, we'll recycle it and put it back. This is the best paste for this computer to go cooler as best. and this is it. So when we couple now, we couple fully. So it's going to spread by itself, and it's going to be pasted together like this. So there is no space for the iron to touch. You understand? So, and that is it. That was a nice call. Very cool.